honor to God who is the head of my life, to my bishop, Bishop J. Newell Haynes, and our state mother, Mother Freddie Carter. My name is Kennedy Hall. I am 9 years old and I'm in the 4th grade. My main topic is, yes, you can. My subtopic is, if God tells you to do it, you can do it, so don't say you can't. My scriptures will be coming from Jeremiah 1, 7 and 8, and Philippians 4 and 13. Jeremiah 1, 7 and 8 says, "But the Lord said to me, do not say I am only a child. You must go to everyone I send you to and say whatever I command you. Do not be afraid of them, for I am with you and will rescue you, declares the Lord." And Philippians 4 and 13 says, "I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me." That's right, all things. Have you ever said, "I just can't do it"? Of course you have, and so have I. We've all said that at one time or another. Maybe you said it when your coach asked you to make the final shot that will win the game. Or when your music teacher asked you to sing a part in the Christmas play. Maybe it was when your teacher called on you to give a book report from the whole school. Well, let me tell you about a man named Jeremiah. God spoke to Jeremiah and said, "Before you were even born, I chose you to be my prophet to all the nations." "I can't," said Jeremiah. "I'm not even a good speaker, and besides, I'm too young." "Don't say I can't," the Lord said. God then goes on to tell Jeremiah if he tells him to go speak, then go. And when I tell you what to say, don't leave out a word. Wow, that reminds me of Nike. Just do it. Well, I have to God then reaches out his hand and touches Jeremiah's mouth and says, "I am giving you the authority to speak to the nations for me." Well, I have to surely admit, I feel a little like Jeremiah right now. But my Bible tells me in 1 Timothy 1 and 7 that God has not given me the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of a sound mind. So I want to let you know that there will be times in your life where God will come to you just as he did to Jeremiah and tell you to do something special for him. He may call you to be a preacher, missionary, or a Sunday school teacher. Don't be afraid when God calls you, because the word says in Jeremiah 29 and 11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." Whatever God calls you to do in this life, remember what he said to Jeremiah, and don't say I can't. Just say I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. That's what my Bible tells me. And in my closing, remember there may be some things in life that you think you can't do, and maybe you can't. But with God, all things are possible. When God calls you to do something, he will reach out his hand and touch your life and give you the ability to do it. Just remember, Noah was a drunk. Abraham was too old. Isaac was a daydreamer. Jacob was a liar. Leah was ugly. Joseph was abused. Moses had stuttering problems. Gideon was afraid. Samson had long hair and was a womanizer. Rahab was a prostitute. Jeremiah and Timothy were too young. David had an affair and was a womanizer and was a murderer. Elijah was suicidal. And guess what? Isaiah preached naked. Jonah ran from God. Naomi was a widow. Job went bankrupt. John the Baptist ate bugs. Peter denied Christ 3 times. The disciples fell asleep while praying. Martha worried about every single thing. The Samaritan woman was divorced more than once. Zacchaeus was too small. Paul was too religious. And Lazarus was dead. Now, what could you have that's worse than that? God used all of these people in a mighty way, so you can see God can use you and you and you to your fullest potential. Besides, you're not the message. You're just the messenger. Thank you and be blessed.